Oliver had embarked on a remarkable journey, one that had taken him through the depths of self-awareness, mindset transformation, education, goal setting, resilience, and persistence. Now, as he stood at the threshold of the next phase, he faced a new challenge: skill development. Oliver understood that skill development was the cornerstone of personal growth and overcoming poverty. He knew that acquiring the right skills would not only enhance his employability but also open doors to better income opportunities. Here's how he approached the first step in his skill development journey. Oliver began by researching the landscape of his chosen field or industry. He delved into job postings, industry reports, and discussions to gain a clear understanding of the skills that were in demand. He looked at market trends to identify emerging skills that could give him a competitive edge. Oliver knew that staying ahead of the curve was vital in a rapidly changing world. To gain deeper insights, he reached out to professionals already established in his industry. Their advice was invaluable in pinpointing the skills that could accelerate his career. Oliver created a comprehensive list of the skills he needed to acquire. He categorized them into technical skills, such as coding or data analysis, and soft skills like communication and leadership. Not all skills were equally important at every career stage. Oliver prioritized his skills based on his current position and long-term career goals. This allowed him to focus his efforts effectively. He set specific skill development goals. For example, if he aimed to become a data analyst, his goals included mastering data visualization tools and statistical analysis. Oliver identified experts or mentors in his field who could provide guidance on skill development. These mentors became valuable sources of knowledge and advice. He developed a structured learning plan that outlined how he would acquire each skill. This included choosing relevant courses, workshops, and online resources. Oliver factored in the cost of education and training into his budget. He knew that investing in himself was a crucial step toward financial stability. He set milestones to track his progress. This helped him stay motivated and provided a sense of accomplishment as he checked off each skill. As Oliver embarked on this psychological journey of identifying relevant skills, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. He understood that skill development was not just about acquiring knowledge, it was about empowering himself to create a brighter future. With a clear roadmap in hand, he was ready to take the next steps toward skill acquisition and personal growth. It was a journey filled with promise and potential. Oliver's journey toward skill development had begun with the first step: identifying the relevant skills he needed to acquire to advance in his chosen field. Now, as he continued his expedition, he faced another crucial juncture: assessing his current skill set. Oliver knew that to progress effectively, he needed a clear understanding of where he stood in terms of skills and knowledge. This self-assessment would serve as the foundation upon which he would build his new competencies. Here's how he navigated this part of his journey. Oliver started by creating a comprehensive skills inventory. He listed all the skills he possessed, both technical and soft skills. This included everything from proficiency in software programs to his ability to work in a team. He engaged in an objective self-assessment. Oliver evaluated each skill on his list honestly, rating his proficiency on a scale from novice to expert. He noted any gaps in his knowledge or areas where improvement was needed. Oliver understood that self-assessment had its limitations. He sought feedback from colleagues, mentors, and supervisors. Their perspectives provided valuable insights into his strengths and areas for growth. To align his skill assessment with his career goals, he compared his skills with the requirements of his target job positions. This helped him identify the specific skills that were in high demand. Oliver didn't overlook the importance of soft skills. He assessed his communication, leadership, problem-solving, and interpersonal skills. These skills were just as crucial as technical ones in many industries. He recognized that some of his existing skills might be transferable to other roles or industries. This expanded his career possibilities and increased his adaptability. With a clear understanding of his skill gaps, Oliver set skill improvement goals. He prioritized the skills most relevant to his immediate career advancement. Oliver realized that skill development was an ongoing journey. He committed to lifelong learning, with the understanding that continuous improvement was key to staying competitive. He created a development plan that outlined how he would bridge the gaps in his skill set. This included enrolling in courses, seeking mentorship, and dedicating time to practice. Oliver established a system to track his progress. He regularly reviewed his skill development goals and adjusted his plan as needed to ensure he stayed on course. As Oliver navigated this psychological journey of assessing his current skill set, he gained clarity and direction. He was no longer in the dark about his strengths and weaknesses, and he had a roadmap for skill improvement. With a renewed sense of purpose, he was ready to take the next steps toward acquiring the skills that would propel him toward financial stability and personal growth. It was a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Oliver's expedition through the realms of skill development had begun with identifying the skills he needed and assessing his current skill set. Now, he stood at the crossroads of the next leg of his journey, setting skill development goals. Oliver understood that without clear goals, his efforts in skill development could lack direction and purpose. Setting specific and achievable goals was essential for his progress. Here's how he embarked on this part of his psychological journey. Oliver began by defining clear and measurable objectives for his skill development. He asked himself questions like, what specific skills do I want to acquire? And how proficient do I aim to become in each skill? He assessed which skills were most crucial for his immediate career goals. Oliver understood that not all skills were of equal importance at every stage of his journey. He prioritized accordingly. To ensure his goals were effective, Oliver adhered to the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For instance, he set a goal like, become proficient in data analysis software within 6 months. Oliver balanced his skill development goals between the long-term and short-term. Long-term goals, like becoming an industry expert, were complemented by shorter milestones, such as completing a certification. He broke down larger, more complex goals into smaller, manageable steps. This made the overall goal less daunting and allowed him to track his progress more effectively. Oliver shared his skill development goals with an accountability partner, a friend who checked in on his progress regularly. This external accountability kept him motivated. Each skill development goal came with a deadline. Deadlines provided a sense of urgency and structure to his journey. Oliver knew that without them, procrastination might creep in. While goals were essential, Oliver remained flexible. He knew that unexpected opportunities or challenges might require adjustments to his plans. Adaptability was a part of his journey. He practiced visualization techniques. Oliver regularly imagined himself successfully achieving his skill development goals. Visualization fueled his determination. Oliver documented his goals in a journal. This written record served as a constant reminder of his objectives and the progress he aimed to make. He celebrated each milestone and goal achieved. These celebrations were not just for recognition, but also to maintain motivation and a sense of accomplishment. Oliver periodically reviewed his skill development goals. He assessed his progress, adjusted timelines if necessary, and ensured his goals remained aligned with his career vision. As Oliver embarked on this psychological journey of setting skill development goals, he felt a sense of purpose and direction like never before. His goals provided a roadmap, guiding him toward acquiring the skills that would ultimately enhance his employability and income potential. With his goals in sight, he was ready to take the next steps on his path to personal and financial growth. It was a journey of intention and determination. Oliver's quest for skill development had been a journey filled with introspection, goal setting, and a renewed sense of purpose. Now, he found himself at a pivotal juncture, investing in education and training to turn his skill development goals into reality. Oliver knew that acquiring new skills often required structured learning and dedicated training. He was ready to invest his time, effort, and sometimes finances to gain the knowledge he needed. Here's how he embarked on this phase of his psychological journey. Oliver began by researching various educational opportunities. He explored formal education institutions, online courses, workshops, and vocational training programs. He considered factors like cost, duration, and reputation. Recognizing the convenience and flexibility of online learning, Oliver explored platforms like Coursera, edX, and Khan Academy. These platforms offered a wide range of courses, including many free options. To manage the costs of education and training, Oliver looked for scholarships and financial aid opportunities. He applied for programs that aligned with his skill development goals. Oliver budgeted for his education and training expenses. He ensured that these investments were in line with his overall financial plan. Setting a budget helped him prioritize his spending. He carefully selected courses and programs that aligned with his skill development goals. Each choice was a deliberate step toward enhancing his expertise. Oliver created structured learning plans for each course he enrolled in. He outlined his objectives, milestones, and study schedules. This organization ensured he made the most of his educational investments. Recognizing that skills were developed through practical application, Oliver actively engaged with the course material. He completed assignments, participated in discussions, and applied what he learned to real-world scenarios. When he faced challenges or needed clarification, Oliver sought mentorship and guidance. He reached out to professors, instructors, and peers for support. Oliver understood that educational institutions and training programs often provided valuable networking opportunities. He actively engaged with his peers and instructors to expand his professional network. He welcomed feedback on his progress and assignments. Constructive criticism was a valuable tool for improvement. Even as he completed one course, Oliver remained committed to continuous learning. He knew that skill development was an ongoing journey, and he sought opportunities to expand his knowledge further. Oliver balanced his educational pursuits with his other commitments, such as work and personal life. Maintaining this balance was crucial to his overall well-being. As he completed each course, Oliver measured his progress against his skill development goals. He assessed how each course had contributed to his growth. With each course completed, Oliver felt a sense of accomplishment and moved one step closer to his career aspirations. His investment in education and training was an investment in himself, a commitment to personal and financial growth. As he continued on this psychological journey, he knew that the knowledge he gained would be the cornerstone of his future success. It was a journey of dedication and self-improvement. Oliver's odyssey through the world of skill development had taken him on a remarkable path of self-improvement and learning. Now, as he continued his expedition, he realized the importance of one crucial element: consistent practice. Oliver understood that acquiring skills was not a one-time event, it required ongoing practice and refinement. This leg of his journey was dedicated to honing his abilities through regular and deliberate practice. Here's how he approached it. Oliver recognized that consistent practice was the key to skill mastery. He committed to dedicating regular time to practice, even if it meant starting with just a few minutes each day. He set specific practice goals for each skill he was developing. These goals included measurable targets that he could track over time. Oliver organized his practice sessions systematically. He divided his practice time into focused intervals, ensuring that he covered various aspects of the skill. He actively sought feedback on his practice from mentors, instructors, or peers. Feedback provided insights into areas that needed improvement and helped him make necessary adjustments. Oliver maintained a growth mindset, viewing challenges and mistakes as opportunities for learning and improvement. This mindset encouraged him to persevere through setbacks. He maintained a journal to record his practice sessions and track his progress. This documentation helped him see how far he had come and identify areas for further development. Oliver introduced variety into his practice routines. He experimented with different techniques, scenarios, and challenges to enhance his adaptability and problem-solving skills. To prepare for real-world situations, he incorporated simulations into his practice. This allowed him to test his skills in scenarios that closely resembled actual work environments. Oliver understood that consistent, moderate-intensity practice was more effective than sporadic, high-intensity bursts. He avoided burnout by pacing himself. In addition to physical practice, he engaged in mental visualization. This involved mentally rehearsing tasks and scenarios to improve his cognitive skills. For complex skills, Oliver broke them down into smaller, manageable sub-skills. He practiced each sub-skill individually before integrating them into the whole. He joined practice communities or forums related to his skills. Engaging with others who were also on skill development journeys provided motivation and shared insights. Oliver celebrated his practice milestones. These celebrations served as positive reinforcement and kept him motivated to continue his journey. He maintained patience during the learning process. Oliver understood that skill development took time, and he embraced the journey, including its ups and downs. As Oliver immersed himself in the practice phase of his skill development journey, he discovered the transformative power of consistent effort. His skills grew sharper, his confidence soared, and he knew that the practice would be the bridge between his aspirations and achievements. It was a journey of dedication, refinement, and growth. Oliver's expedition through the world of skill development had been a remarkable journey of growth and self-improvement. Now, as he continued his odyssey, he realized the immense value of seeking mentorship and guidance to accelerate his progress. Oliver understood that learning from those who had already traveled the path of skill development could provide invaluable insights, shortcuts, and encouragement. Here's how he embarked on this phase of his psychological journey. Oliver began by identifying potential mentors, individuals who were experts in the skills he aimed to acquire or who had achieved success in his chosen field. He looked within his professional network and sought recommendations. He attended networking events, conferences, and seminars to meet potential mentors. These gatherings were fertile ground for building connections with experienced individuals. Oliver approached potential mentors with humility and a clear intent to learn. He initiated conversations, expressed his admiration for their work, and conveyed his eagerness to receive guidance. Recognizing that mentorship could also happen in virtual spaces, he explored online platforms like LinkedIn to connect with professionals who could serve as virtual mentors. Oliver explored formal mentorship programs offered by educational institutions, industry associations, or professional organizations. These structured programs paired mentors with ments, providing a framework for guidance. When seeking mentorship, Oliver came prepared with specific questions and goals. This clarity allowed mentors to provide targeted advice and support. He established a schedule for regular check-ins with his mentors. These meetings provided opportunities to discuss progress, seek advice, and receive feedback. Oliver welcomed constructive criticism and actionable feedback from his mentors. He viewed feedback as a pathway to improvement. When he made mistakes or encountered challenges, Oliver didn't shy away from sharing these experiences with his mentors. They often offered valuable lessons based on their own journeys. Oliver recognized that mentorship was a two-way street. As he received guidance, he also sought opportunities to mentor others who were on their skill development journeys. While mentors played a significant role, Oliver also networked with peers and colleagues who were at similar stages of skill development. These connections offered shared experiences and support. He expressed gratitude and respect to his mentors. Oliver understood that their willingness to invest time and knowledge was a generous gift. Oliver sought mentorship from individuals with diverse perspectives and backgrounds. This enriched his learning experience and broadened his horizons. He remained flexible in his approach to mentorship. Oliver recognized that different mentors might offer varying styles of guidance, and he adapted accordingly. As Oliver immersed himself in the world of mentorship and guidance, he felt the profound impact of learning from those who had gone before him. Their wisdom and support not only accelerated his skill development but also provided a sense of belonging to a community of learners. It was a journey of shared knowledge, growth, and mentorship. Oliver's expedition through the realms of skill development and mentorship had brought him significant growth and insights. Now, as he continued his journey, he knew that staying committed to his goals was paramount to achieving the success he aspired to. Oliver understood that commitment was the fuel that kept his skill development journey alive. Without it, he risked losing sight of his objectives. Here's how he approached this phase of his psychological journey. Oliver regularly revisited the reasons behind his skill development goals. He asked himself, "Why did I embark on this journey?" This reflection reinforced his sense of purpose. In addition to his skill development goals, Oliver established personal milestones that aligned with his long-term objectives. These milestones marked significant achievements along the way. He practiced daily affirmations that affirmed his commitment to his goals. These positive statements helped him maintain a strong belief in his ability to achieve success. Oliver continued to visualize his success vividly. He painted mental images of himself utilizing his skills in his dream job or profession. He maintained contact with his accountability partner, who played a pivotal role in keeping him on track. Sharing progress and discussing challenges with a trusted friend ensured he remained committed. To further reinforce his commitment, Oliver established a reward system. When he achieved specific milestones, he treated himself to small rewards as a form of self-acknowledgement. While commitment was essential, Oliver knew that life could be unpredictable. He remained adaptable, making adjustments to his goals when necessary but always staying committed to his broader vision. Recognizing that distractions could derail his progress, Oliver developed strategies to resist them. He created a dedicated workspace, established daily routines, and minimized time-wasting activities. Oliver tracked his progress meticulously. He maintained detailed records of the skills he had acquired, the courses he had completed, and the feedback he had received. This documentation provided evidence of his journey. He reviewed his skill development goals regularly to ensure they remained aligned with his evolving career aspirations. This ongoing evaluation allowed him to make necessary adjustments. Oliver practiced positive self-talk daily. He replaced self-doubt and negativity with empowering phrases that reaffirmed his commitment to his goals. When faced with obstacles or setbacks, he viewed them as challenges to overcome rather than reasons to give up. He persisted through difficulties with resilience. Oliver surrounded himself with a supportive environment. He shared his goals with friends and family, and their encouragement bolstered his commitment. While Oliver remained future-oriented, he also focused on the present moment. He understood that commitment required him to take consistent action today. As Oliver continued his journey of commitment, he realized that staying true to his goals was a choice that required daily dedication and determination. With each passing day, he grew closer to the realization of his dreams. It was a journey of unwavering resolve and relentless pursuit of success. Oliver's quest for skill development and unwavering commitment to his goals had been marked by significant progress. However, he understood that setbacks were an inevitable part of any journey. In this phase of his psychological journey, he learned the valuable art of embracing setbacks as opportunities for growth. Oliver knew that setbacks were not failures, they were stepping stones on the path to success. Here's how he approached this phase of his journey. Oliver practiced resilience when faced with failures or setbacks. Instead of being disheartened, he saw them as opportunities to learn and grow stronger. He took a step back to analyze setbacks objectively. What had gone wrong? What could be done differently next time? These questions guided his reflection. Oliver recognized that setbacks often indicated the need for adjustments in his strategies. He was willing to adapt and refine his approaches based on the lessons he learned. When appropriate, he sought feedback from mentors, instructors, or peers. Their insights often provided a fresh perspective on what could be improved. Oliver maintained a long-term perspective. He understood that one setback did not define his journey. Instead, it was a part of the larger process of skill development. He practiced positive self-talk to counter any negative thoughts or self-doubt that setbacks might trigger. Oliver reminded himself of his achievements and progress. Even in the face of setbacks, Oliver continued to visualize his ultimate success. This visualization kept his motivation and determination intact. He reminded himself of the importance of patience and perseverance. Setbacks were temporary roadblocks, not dead ends. Oliver didn't dwell on setbacks for extended periods. He allowed himself time to process and learn from them, but he rebounded quickly with renewed determination. Oliver saw setbacks as opportunities to turn adversity into advantage. They forced him to innovate, adapt, and become more resilient. He reached out to his supportive network when setbacks felt overwhelming. Friends, family, and mentors provided emotional support during tough times. Despite setbacks, Oliver continued to track his overall progress. He celebrated the milestones he had achieved and recognized that they outweighed the setbacks. Perhaps the most crucial aspect of setbacks was applying the lessons learned. Oliver ensured that he didn't repeat the same mistakes, making each setback a source of wisdom. As Oliver embraced setbacks as integral parts of his skill development journey, he transformed challenges into opportunities. He saw setbacks not as roadblocks but as detours that could lead to unexpected and enriching experiences. This was a journey of resilience, adaptability, and growth in the face of adversity. Oliver's voyage through the world of skill development had been marked by resilience and a commitment to learning from setbacks. Now, as he continued his journey, he understood the paramount importance of staying adaptable in an ever-changing landscape. Oliver recognized that adaptability was the cornerstone of success in skill development. Here's how he approached this phase of his psychological journey. Oliver had an open mindset toward change. He understood that industries evolved, technologies advanced, and skills became obsolete. Rather than fearing change, he embraced it as an opportunity to grow. He made a habit of continuous learning. Oliver sought out new information, trends, and best practices in his field to stay ahead of the curve. To remain adaptable, Oliver diversified his skill set. He didn't limit himself to a single skill but explored related skills that could enhance his employability. His professional network served as a valuable source of insights. He engaged in conversations with peers, mentors, and industry experts to gain diverse perspectives. Oliver was willing to evolve his strategies. If a particular approach wasn't yielding the desired results, he adjusted his methods and experimented with new ones. While he maintained a clear vision of his long-term goals, Oliver remained flexible in his short-term objectives. This flexibility allowed him to pivot when necessary. He engaged in scenario planning, considering various potential future scenarios and how they might impact his skill development journey. This preparedness reduced uncertainty. Oliver understood that adaptability sometimes required calculated risks. He took risks when opportunities aligned with his goals, always considering the potential benefits and drawbacks. He honed his problem-solving skills. When faced with challenges, Oliver approached them as puzzles to be solved, encouraging innovative thinking. Feedback was instrumental in his adaptability. He actively sought feedback from mentors, peers, and colleagues to identify areas for improvement. To maintain adaptability, Oliver focused on managing stress effectively. He practiced relaxation techniques and mindfulness to stay calm in challenging situations. He cultivated mental agility, allowing him to quickly adjust to changing circumstances and make informed decisions. Oliver recognized that adaptability required resilience. He faced uncertainty with a positive attitude, knowing that setbacks were temporary. While he embraced change, Oliver also maintained balance in his life. He set boundaries to ensure that his adaptability efforts didn't lead to burnout. To stay adaptable, Oliver sought inspiration from a variety of sources. He read books, watched documentaries, and engaged in activities that sparked creativity. Oliver aimed to be a model of adaptability for those around him. He encouraged others to embrace change and supported their growth journeys. As Oliver continued his journey, he found that staying adaptable wasn't just about reacting to change, but proactively preparing for it. He embraced the dynamic nature of skill development, knowing that adaptability was the bridge between his present and his future success. It was a journey of flexibility, innovation, and resilience in the face of the unknown. Oliver's expedition through the ever-evolving landscape of skill development had been a testament to his commitment, resilience, and adaptability. Now, as he pressed onward, he recognized the importance of celebrating small wins along the way. Oliver understood that acknowledging and celebrating his achievements, no matter how modest, was essential to maintaining motivation and a positive mindset. Here's how he approached this phase of his psychological journey. Oliver established clear milestones along his skill development journey. These milestones represented small, achievable goals that contributed to his overarching objectives. He made it a habit to recognize and appreciate his progress. Even minor improvements and advancements were acknowledged as steps forward. Oliver rewarded himself when he reached milestones. These rewards weren't extravagant, they were small treats or activities that he enjoyed, serving as positive reinforcement. He practiced self-acknowledgement by taking a moment to pat himself on the back for his hard work and dedication. This simple act boosted his self-esteem. Oliver regularly reflected on his achievements. He reviewed the milestones he had reached and the progress he had made, reinforcing his sense of accomplishment. Oliver shared his success with trusted friends, family, and mentors. Their congratulatory words and encouragement added to his motivation. He maintained a milestone journal, documenting his achievements and the emotions associated with them. This journal served as a source of inspiration during challenging times. Even as he celebrated small wins, Oliver continued to visualize his ultimate success. This visualization kept his long-term goals in focus. He tracked his personal and professional growth over time. Comparing his current skills and knowledge to those of the past provided tangible evidence of his journey. Oliver applied the lessons he had learned from setbacks and challenges to celebrate small wins more effectively. He viewed these wins as evidence of his resilience. He encouraged others on their skill development journeys to celebrate their own small wins. Oliver knew the positive impact this practice could have on their motivation. While he celebrated small wins, Oliver maintained perspective. He recognized that they were steps on a longer path and remained humble in his achievements. Oliver balanced his ambition with gratitude for the progress he had already made. This equilibrium allowed him to appreciate the present while aspiring for the future. He created visual representations of his small wins, such as a progress chart or vision board. These visuals served as constant reminders of his accomplishments. Oliver made celebrating small wins a consistent practice, ensuring that he acknowledged his achievements regularly. As Oliver celebrated small wins along his skill development journey, he found that each celebration was a beacon of motivation, guiding him forward. These moments of recognition infused his journey with positivity and reinforced his belief in his ability to achieve his long-term goals. It was a journey of incremental victories, each one a testament to his dedication and perseverance. Oliver's odyssey through the realms of skill development, resilience, adaptability, and celebrating small wins had brought him closer to his vision of success. Now, in this phase of his psychological journey, he recognized the paramount importance of building a supportive network to further his goals. Oliver understood that success was rarely achieved in isolation. A strong support network could provide guidance, opportunities, and encouragement. Here's how he approached this phase of his journey. Oliver identified the types of individuals he needed in his network: mentors, peers, industry experts, and like-minded individuals. Each played a unique role in his journey. He actively sought out mentors, experienced individuals who could provide guidance, share insights, and serve as role models. These mentors were invaluable sources of wisdom. Oliver attended networking events, both in person and online, to expand his professional circle. These events allowed him to meet potential mentors and collaborators. He became a member of industry-specific associations and groups. These communities provided access to resources, knowledge, and networking opportunities. Oliver used social media platforms strategically. He engaged with professionals in his field, shared valuable content, and built relationships with those who shared his interests. Participating in volunteer work and internships not only allowed him to gain experience but also introduced him to professionals who could become part of his network. He joined online forums and discussion boards related to his industry. Active participation allowed him to connect with experts and peers worldwide. Oliver looked for opportunities to give back to his network. He shared his knowledge, made introductions, and offered assistance whenever possible. He maintained consistent communication with his network. Whether through emails, calls, or face-to-face meetings, Oliver ensured he stayed in touch with valuable contacts. Oliver understood that networking was a two-way street. He was ready to provide help and support to his contacts in return for their assistance. He valued diversity in his network. Having contacts with varying backgrounds and perspectives enriched his own understanding and creativity. When facing setbacks or challenges, Oliver turned to his network for support. The encouragement and advice he received were invaluable during tough times. He actively sought feedback from his network. Their insights helped him identify areas for improvement and gain fresh perspectives on his journey. Oliver crafted a concise and compelling elevator pitch, a brief introduction of himself and his goals. This pitch allowed him to make a memorable impression. Building a supportive network required time and effort. Oliver was willing to invest in relationships, recognizing their long-term value. Throughout his networking journey, Oliver remained authentic and genuine. He built relationships based on trust and shared values. As Oliver continued to build a supportive network, he found that these connections were not just about professional advancement, they were about personal growth and mutual support. His network became a source of inspiration, guidance, and opportunities, propelling him forward on his skill development journey. It was a journey of meaningful connections and collaborative aspirations. Oliver had traversed a remarkable path, delving into skill development, resilience, adaptability, and the importance of building a supportive network. Now, in this phase of his psychological journey, he discovered the profound significance of giving back to the network that had supported him. Oliver understood that the strength of a network often lay in its reciprocity. By giving back to his network, he not only strengthened existing relationships but also opened doors to new opportunities. Here's how he approached this phase of his journey. Oliver shared his expertise and knowledge with others in his network. Whether through mentoring, workshops, or online content, he contributed his insights to help others succeed. He acted as a bridge, connecting individuals in his network who could benefit from knowing each other. These introductions often led to collaborations and partnerships. Oliver actively supported the professional growth of his network. He recommended resources, courses, and opportunities that could help others advance in their careers. He celebrated the achievements of his network members. Whether it was a promotion, a successful project, or a personal milestone, Oliver offered his congratulations and encouragement. Constructive feedback was a valuable gift. Oliver was willing to provide honest and helpful feedback to those who sought his input. He engaged in volunteer work and collaborative projects with individuals in his network. These joint efforts strengthened both professional and personal bonds. Oliver shared resources such as articles, books, or tools that had been instrumental in his own journey. This generosity of knowledge was appreciated by his network. Just as he had sought mentors in the past, Oliver now served as a mentor to others. He offered guidance, advice, and a listening ear to those navigating their own paths. He actively participated in initiatives organized by his network, such as workshops, conferences, or forums. These events fostered a sense of community. Oliver remained approachable and open to communication. He encouraged individuals in his network to reach out whenever they needed assistance or guidance. He promoted collaboration within his network by facilitating discussions and projects that brought members together. Oliver aimed to inspire others through his journey. He shared his story of growth and achievement to motivate those facing challenges. Trust was the foundation of his network. By consistently delivering on promises and being reliable, he reinforced trust among his connections. While giving back was essential, Oliver also recognized the importance of receiving support when needed. He maintained a healthy balance between the two. He expressed gratitude to his network members for their support and contributions. Simple expressions of thanks went a long way in building strong relationships. As Oliver gave back to his network, he found that the bonds he had formed grew deeper, and the network became an even more valuable resource. His contributions not only benefited others but also enriched his own journey. It was a journey of reciprocity, generosity, and collective growth. Oliver's expedition through skill development, resilience, adaptability, networking, and giving back had been marked by remarkable growth and achievements. Yet, as he progressed on his journey toward success, he recognized the inevitable presence of rejection as a formidable obstacle to overcome. Oliver understood that rejection was a natural part of any journey toward success. It could come in the form of job rejections, project failures, missed opportunities, or even personal setbacks. Here's how he approached this phase of his psychological journey. Oliver normalized rejection as a common experience faced by everyone on their path to success. He understood that even the most accomplished individuals had encountered rejection at some point. He allowed himself to feel disappointment but didn't dwell on it. Instead, he channeled the disappointment into motivation to improve and persevere. When rejection came with feedback, Oliver embraced it as an opportunity for growth. He carefully analyzed the feedback to identify areas for improvement. Oliver maintained perspective, recognizing that a single rejection did not define his worth or potential. He viewed rejection as a temporary setback, not a permanent roadblock. In times of rejection, he turned to his supportive network for encouragement and advice. Their reassurance often provided the emotional strength needed to bounce back. Oliver saw failure as a stepping stone to success. He learned valuable lessons from his failures and viewed them as valuable experiences. He actively worked on developing his resilience. Oliver practiced stress management techniques, mindfulness, and positive self-talk to navigate rejection effectively. Even in the face of rejection, Oliver continued to visualize his ultimate success. This visualization helped him maintain his focus and determination. He didn't rely on a single opportunity or path. Oliver diversified his options, ensuring that rejection in one area didn't derail his entire journey. Rejection fueled Oliver's motivation. It served as a reminder of his determination and fueled his desire to prove himself. Oliver ensured his expectations were realistic. Unrealistic expectations could lead to disappointment and frustration in the face of rejection. He celebrated his ability to bounce back from rejection. Each time he overcame a setback, he acknowledged his resilience, reinforcing his mental strength. While he used rejection as a tool for self-improvement, he also balanced it with self-compassion. He avoided self-criticism and maintained a positive self-image. Oliver persevered in the face of rejection. He understood that success often required multiple attempts and that rejection was just one part of the journey. Through his resilience, Oliver aimed to inspire others to face rejection with courage and determination. He shared his stories of overcoming setbacks to motivate those around him. As Oliver continued his journey, he realized that staying resilient in the face of rejection was a testament to his unwavering commitment to success. Rejection was not a roadblock but a detour on his path to achievement, and his resilience was the vehicle that carried him through. It was a journey of fortitude, determination, and unshakable belief in his own potential. Oliver's expedition through skill development, networking, giving back, and resilience had been a testament to his unwavering commitment to overcoming poverty. Yet, as he progressed on his journey toward success, he encountered a challenge that was different from rejection: a plateau in his progress. Oliver recognized that plateaus were a common part of any journey. These were periods when it felt like he was making little to no progress, and it could be frustrating. However, he understood that persistence during these times was crucial. Here's how he approached this phase of his psychological journey. Oliver accepted that plateaus were a natural part of growth. Instead of resisting them, he acknowledged their presence and purpose. Even during plateaus, he maintained consistency in his efforts. He continued to practice his skills, network, and work toward his goals. To break through plateaus, Oliver set short-term goals that were achievable within a reasonable time frame. These smaller victories kept him motivated. He sought feedback from mentors and peers to identify potential areas for improvement during plateaus. External perspectives often provided fresh insights. Oliver took the time to re-evaluate his strategies and plans. He looked for areas where adjustments could lead to breakthroughs. Plateaus could be testing, but Oliver practiced patience. He knew that persistence during these times would eventually yield results. He wasn't afraid to explore new approaches or methods. Sometimes, trying something different was the key to overcoming plateaus. Just as he had done when facing rejection, Oliver maintained his resilience during plateaus. He saw these periods as opportunities for personal growth. To stay motivated, Oliver visualized the progress he would make once he emerged from the plateau. This visualization kept his focus on the bigger picture. He reconnected with his long-term goals and the reasons why he embarked on this journey. This helped him stay committed during challenging times. Even minor achievements during plateaus were celebrated. These celebrations reinforced his determination and provided positive reinforcement. Oliver relied on his support network during plateaus. Their encouragement and belief in his potential were invaluable sources of motivation. He viewed plateaus as opportunities for self-reflection and growth. These periods allowed him to learn more about himself and his journey. Oliver prioritized self-care during plateaus. Physical and mental well-being were essential for maintaining the energy and focus needed to persist. He balanced his expectations, understanding that progress during plateaus might be gradual. This balanced perspective prevented frustration. Through his persistence during plateaus, Oliver aimed to inspire others on their journeys. He shared stories of how persistence led to eventual breakthroughs. As Oliver persisted through plateaus, he discovered that these challenging periods were often followed by significant leaps in his progress. Plateaus were not dead ends, but rather rest stops on his journey to success. His unwavering determination to persist through these phases brought him closer to his ultimate goal of overcoming poverty. It was a journey of endurance, adaptability, and unshakable faith in the path ahead. Oliver's remarkable odyssey through skill development, networking, giving back, resilience, and persistence had brought him to the pinnacle of his journey. He stood on the precipice of overcoming poverty, armed with a scientific psychological mindset and a wealth of experiences. It was a moment of culmination and new beginnings. Oliver reflected on the path he had traversed, the challenges he had conquered, and the growth he had achieved. He knew that his journey was far from over, but he had reached a significant milestone. Here's how he approached this phase of his psychological journey. He took the time to celebrate his achievements, both big and small. These celebrations were a way of acknowledging the progress he had made. Oliver expressed gratitude to the individuals who had supported him along the way. He knew that he didn't reach this point on his own, and their contributions were invaluable. While celebrating his current achievements, he also set new goals for the future. These goals were an extension of his commitment to personal growth and financial stability. He recognized that skill development was an ongoing process. Oliver remained dedicated to honing his skills and staying updated in his field. Networking remained a critical part of his journey. Oliver continued to expand his professional network, forging new connections and collaborations. Oliver's commitment to giving back didn't waver. He saw it as a way of contributing to the success of others and strengthening the bonds within his network. These qualities, which had been pillars of his journey, remained at the forefront of his mindset. Oliver knew that they would continue to serve him in the face of future challenges. Just as he had been inspired by others, Oliver aimed to inspire those who were still on their journey to overcome poverty. His story was a testament to what determination and a scientific mindset could achieve. He understood that the journey was dynamic and circumstances could change. Oliver remained adaptable and open to new opportunities. Despite his achievements, he remained grounded and focused on his values and principles. Success had not changed who he was as a person. Oliver took time to reflect on the lessons he had learned throughout his journey. These reflections helped him refine his approach to life and success. The vision he had set out to achieve was becoming a reality. Oliver knew that with continued effort and dedication, he could fully realize this vision. As Oliver stood at the culmination of his journey, he felt a sense of fulfillment and anticipation for the new beginnings that lay ahead. His scientific psychological mindset had guided him through the trials and tribulations of overcoming poverty, and it would continue to be his compass in the chapters yet to be written. It was a journey of transformation, growth, and unwavering determination, and Oliver was ready for the challenges and triumphs that awaited him in the future. Oliver's journey to overcome poverty had been a testament to the power of a scientific psychological mindset. His odyssey through self-awareness, education, goal-setting, resilience, skill development, and networking had transformed not only his life, but also the lives of those he had touched along the way. As the years passed, Oliver's story became an inspiration to many. His unwavering commitment to personal growth and financial stability had led him to remarkable success. He had emerged from poverty not only with a stable financial future but also with a wealth of experiences and wisdom to share. Oliver had left a legacy of empowerment. His journey had shown others that regardless of their starting point, they had the potential to overcome adversity and achieve their goals. He had demonstrated that a scientific psychological mindset, coupled with dedication and resilience, could pave the way to success. The network Oliver had cultivated remained strong. His mentors and peers continued to support him, and he, in turn, continued to be a source of guidance and inspiration to those who sought his counsel. The bonds of his network had become unbreakable, built on a foundation of mutual respect and shared experiences. Oliver's commitment to giving back had not waned. He had become an advocate for education and empowerment, using his story to motivate and mentor others facing similar challenges. He believed in the ripple effect of positive change, a single journey inspiring countless others to embark on their own paths to success. While Oliver's journey had reached a culmination, it was by no means the end. He understood that life was a continuous journey of growth and self-discovery. His scientific psychological mindset remained his compass, guiding him through new challenges and opportunities. As Oliver looked back on his remarkable journey, he felt a profound sense of gratitude for the experiences that had shaped him. He had not only overcome poverty but had also become a beacon of hope for others. His legacy was not one of material wealth but of knowledge, resilience, and the unwavering belief that anyone, with the right mindset, could transform their life. And so, Oliver's story continued, a story of empowerment, inspiration, and the enduring power of the human spirit to overcome adversity and achieve greatness. It was a legacy that would echo through generations, a testament to the boundless potential within each individual to rise above challenges and forge their own path to success.